Well, temps staying in the 90s for the next few days. Here's a look outside, courtesy of the Legends Casino Hotel Tower Cam. Bright sunny skies out for our Monday. How are the temps looking for 4th of July? Mike McCabe is here with your full forecast. Mike.
Clear skies this evening, temperatures well into the 90s through the 8 o'clock hour, and then we ease up a bit into the 80s and then eventually into the 60s overnight. A lot of upper 60s for most of us for overnight lows. So we're not getting a lot of recovery at night due to the heat we had this afternoon, and that heat comes back in true fashion tomorrow. The heat advisory remains in play through 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. Triple digits likely by the afternoon for us here in the valley and really across much of eastern Washington. We're going to couple that with a fire weather watch that kicks in on Wednesday. This will be for breezy conditions and low relative humidities with the heat we expect tomorrow and the ease on the temp a bit on Wednesday. That's going to increase the winds for us. Relative humidities are already low. You get the wind factor in there, and we have a fire weather watch in play for elevated fire danger. And I would suspect here by tomorrow or maybe early Wednesday morning, those may be upgraded to a red flag warning for the potential for elevated fire risk threat. Satellite radar today, that high pressure doing its work. We have an offshore flow off the coast, so all that land-based air, that warm air getting pushed out into the Pacific, so that AC is not kicking in. However, later Tuesday and into Wednesday, we're going to see that flow shift to more of an onshore flow, and that's what's going to break down the ridge for us a little bit on Wednesday and bring in some of that cooler air. You couple that with some breezy conditions, and that's where we see some elevated fire concerns. Look across Northern California. We have what's called a closed low, and this is just to the south of us. Meanwhile, we have high pressure centered over the top of us, and that's going to create some interesting situations tomorrow across eastern Oregon and Wednesday, where they could be looking at the potential for some thunderstorms developing. Should stay to the south of us, though, as we head into the next few days here. And my next map, my apologies there, a little slow on the turn. You can see clear conditions, clear skies, then a few clouds move in later Tuesday and into Wednesday. That high pressure breaks down a bit. That onshore flow kicks in. We've got a southwest flow, which is going to trigger some isolated showers and thunderstorms across eastern Oregon. By Wednesday, we start to cool off a little bit, and that's where the wind starts to pick up into the breezy category, especially for Ellensburg. And then we start to notice our temperatures more seasonal into the upper 80s to low 90s through the 4th of July holiday, and you'll see that here in just a moment. Travel-wise, tomorrow, warm day for Seattle and Portland, 99 possibly for Spokane tomorrow. Low 60s overnight. Highs tomorrow, triple digits very likely. Even Ellensburg awfully close to that number. 102 for Grandview tomorrow afternoon, the forecast high there. Winds become breezy later Tuesday and then stay that way as we cool off through the 4th of July. Look at that number on Friday at 80 for Ellensburg. We do cool off a bit there. For us here in the valley, seasonal temps will cool it down into the 80s for the 4th and then upper 80s back in the 90s by Sunday and Monday of next week. And that's a look at weather. Have a great night.